On to you Libras. So hold on, let me adjust this. So you Libras have the Two of Wands, the Chariot, and the Five of Pentacles. So these three cards right here for you Libras very much so speaks to, again, what's going on with you. A lot of you Libras are making some internal and internal changes before you actually decide to go and make external changes. The Two of Wands and the Chariot, a lot of you Libras now are going to be paying more close attention. Very good. You Libras are going to be paying more close attention to the quality of the people that you have around you. A lot of you Libras are starting to realize the same thing that I was saying about the air signs. I was telling you the truth the whole time, that air signs, a lot of y'all be having weak crews. You know, even when it comes to romantic interests, those people are not as industrious as you. They're not as smart as you. They don't want to actually succeed. They expect to sit back and watch you do everything and let you do everything. And if you don't say anything, they don't even have enough decency within themselves to be like, you know what? This Libra is out here doing everything. Let me go ahead and actually pull my weight and do my part. And the Five of Pentacles represents, so I just see Five of Pentacles and the Emperor. I see a lot of you Libras not only leaving these people alone, right? Leaving them once you realize that these people are functional. Once you realize that these people are dysfunctional, you're gonna bounce. If a person is not functional right now, if a person is dysfunctional, right? When you have made that decision and you're coming close to making that decision, you Libras are gonna be out. You Libras are going to be out because for you Libras, y'all do not want to be around people, like I said before, where the team is not solid. You're trying to date somebody and they do not actually have your best interest in mind. A lot of you Libras see that as a turnoff. So the Emperor now represents, you're going to make your decision and everybody's going to have to be okay with it. Everybody's going to have to be okay with it. And if they're not okay with it, then who cares? It is what it is. But then you have the Two of Swords. Because you were blinded before. And you still blinded to a certain extent, right? It's just that now you see a little bit more prior to what you used to see before, because now you understand you can't necessarily trust the people that you call your friends. You can't necessarily trust every single person that you call your friends, your family, or even your romantic interests. You can't necessarily trust those people, though. You can't. It's like, why? Because like I said, you realizing that you will have those people's back to the max, and they do not have yours. So now the World and the Ten of Swords is about how this is a situation for you where you Libras understand that just because you were in a situation with somebody does not necessarily mean, right, where you were getting to know them, does not necessarily mean that the two of you are dating. It does not necessarily mean that the two of you are actually in a serious commitment, or you even trust them. You can go out on dates with people and still not necessarily be dating them. Leave the dating stuff for when y'all are going out for like 2 months or longer. That's when it is that you want to say that y'all are dating. You can say that you're dating, because if you go out 1-2 dates with people, that's not dating them. That ain't dating them, right? That's just you getting to know them and finding out more about them. You really want to wait until you like 8 dates in, which is 2 months, right? If you date once a week. And the World represents your mind has been open, even though people don't necessarily want to see it or believe it. More so, particularly, they don't want to see it. You Libras, your mind has been open. You Libras are changed. You Libras are way wiser about the company that you keep. And then the thing about it is that the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups represents. So now you Libras are going to actually start to use that common sense that you have to go, yes, get a romantic partner, but also build a community around you, right, of close individuals, whether it's, you know, friends and family members as well, right, along with romantic interests, or with people that you know for a fact that you can trust. Because you have, I'm getting all these notifications, yo. I get notifications every single day, all day long. The Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups is about how, because the Ten of Swords is about because you know that you've been betrayed many times before. And that's part of the reason why there's a lot of you Libras are kind of like low-key hotheads, and y'all be, you know, ready to, you know, pounce and ready to kind of jump down people's throats sometimes. Is because for you Libras, you know the feeling of you'll do something for somebody, but then at the same time, those would be people who are dysfunctional to you. And then now you feeling stupid, because now it's like, why did you do all of this and all of that in the first place? The Nine of Cups is about you Libras understanding that part of the reason why was probably because you Libras didn't have enough confidence to actually stay away from them in the first place, to actually stop talking to them. The Two of Pentacles now and the Queen of Swords is about you Libras also understanding that, but now you understand that you now understand that you have to raise the bar. It's not about, you know, it's not about having, you know, janky, it's not about having janky or dysfunctional or, you know, rickety relationships with people, where it's like, you know, the more gutter a relationship is the more close to home and quote unquote the realer it is. It's really about you understanding that it's about the honesty of the whole thing. Because that's what Libra represents. I'm not going to get too deep into that. Don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and do a whole Why I Love Libra video in the future. Next is Pisces. Don't you worry about that. But the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords is about just that. And you understand, Libra, that it's not about those rickety relationships like I was talking about. It's about well-to-do relationships where the two of you are healthy and the two of you are actually going somewhere. You running a marathon. It's not necessarily a sprint where it's over, where you running as fast as you can and it's over just like that. The foundation, a lot of you Libras are starting to realize that the foundation of a relationship, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family members, whether it's romantic, it has to start out correct. It has to start out correctly first. These are people, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know, maybe you Libras are gangsters. I know a lot of Libras are gangsters usually. Not all, but a lot of y'all are like Virgo in the sense that y'all have connections to the hood, right? Hood. Y'all are hood. Y'all are gangster. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of Libras are gangsters in the sense of street, right? Hood. And you are still looking for gangsters with some form of integrity, right? If you're going to associate yourself with them, or maybe the person that you kicking it with, they understand that in you that you hood, but you hood just enough, but you still have a 9-to-5 job, you know, but you're not a punk at the end of the day. Or maybe you, I don't know, you're part of the corporate world, you know what I mean? That the big Fortune 500 companies in some CEO positions. Whatever your position is, a lot of you Libras understand that you need to find your match, in the sense of somebody that actually wants the best for you and actually will weather things out, will thug it out, will weather the storm with you, you know, not just when things are good, but when things are terrible too, right? But the interaction between you and them is actually growing. It's not stagnating and devolving. It's actually growing and changing into, yeah, it's keeping certain elements of it the same, but other elements is actually changing and getting better with time. So let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Four of Pentacles, Strength, Seven of Pentacles, and then the Judgment. Right, because a lot of you Libras have been through a lot, and you see a lot of times people try to get you to put, people try to guilt trip you Libras into putting the responsibility of doing everything, and even when the relationship fails, on your shoulders. And a lot of this is probably the reason of why it is that a lot of you Libras are so cold-hearted in the first place. You know, because Libra, y'all could be cold-hearted because, you know, love y'all a lot, but a lot of you Libras can be cold-hearted in the sense of, when it comes time now to feel things for another person, you may not necessarily feel like that, and you should. Because if you're going to be in a relationship, you have to, right? It's not optional. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But this is part of what makes you cold-hearted. You know what I mean? This is what makes Geminis, Virgos, Aquarius, Libras cold-hearted. Scorpios, Capricorns cold-hearted, because it's like, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it makes y'all cold-hearted because you Libras know what it's like to you know, do the wrong thing sometimes and it worked well, and then you do the right thing, and then it seems like people are blaming you for wanting to do the right thing. So I get it. Trust me. As a Virgo, I get it. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video. Smash the subscribe button. Smash the like button. Hit the notification bell. Set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.